Throw Gang, we are joined by the Retail Regal, the Shop Shaman, the Grand Dame of the Family Dynasty. Call her Flex on Mobile, how she's selling this gas. You Limited, she a lifer. Not cartel, but her product got you blowing bags. The Grand Dame of the department, the brand list put the bands on wrist. She respect with the power of a rack is, she know what she doing. Oh, you're not fucking with Hirshleifers? How about you Hirshleif fit these nuts in your mouth? The Cold Talk fuck you up, that's a Long Island iced tea. She keeps it live on the 495, that's no LIE. You a 5 or 6, she 516. Your ass no cloudy, she run Nassau County. She running the shop called a field and rack meat. She got that dog in her and now the Birkin's barking. Queen of the chrome, store got nothing but smackers, call that a Hershey kiss. Must be a tree how she stacked these rings and you pine for her furs and the art got the walnuts. Owner and women's wear by of Hirshleifers, Lori Hirshleifer. Lori, how the hell are you?
Wow. That was something.
Thanks.
Nicely done. I'm good. Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much for having us in we're currently in the Zen Den in the bowels of the Hirshleifer empire.
Yeah.
Indeed we are.
This is real hospitality. Thank you again, Lori.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
We don't normally we will travel to people, but
Yeah.
normally we're like, you got to come to us. But for you,
Oh,
Anything.
whatever.
so kind of you.
We get it. Congestion pricing. And all
The first thing we want to do, Lori, is a little fit check.
Okay.
So we want to walk through everything that you wore today to podcast that you also posted already to Instagram.
I did,
Spoiler
yeah.
alert. Thank you for that. Free promo for us. Where would you like to begin? You are wearing a lot of clothing.
I am. Too much, you think?
No, you never. I would say more. You can go
More's
even
more.
harder.
Okay, we can start with the feet.
Ooh.
I'm wearing Celine Timberlands from, I'm not sure what year, but quite a few years back.
Those are not regular butters. Those
No.
are Eddie Slamon butters.
Yeah, those are grass-fed butters.
Exactly. I'm wearing Comsey socks,
Oh.
a Chanel pleated skirt, which I think was from the airport collection. I'm not positive.
Okay.
An R13 denim shirt, a vintage Van Morrison tee, my
Nice.
favorite.
Is he? Oh, that's your number one?
My number one.
Okay.
Always has been.
That's a great choice.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of vintage band tees?
I have a bunch. My daughter-in-law keeps buying them for me,
Oh, really?
so I'm collecting.
Do you know when she buys them for you, do you have to like know the artist for you to wear it?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Has to mean something.
Because that's like the argument where it's
So
like, name 5 songs.
You can name you
Yeah.
can name Brown Eyed Girl.
Yeah.
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 That's all I know.
Uh-huh. You're
You're
done.
Van Morrison
We're done
guy.
there.
Yeah. I'm not wearing my Van Morrison tee.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
innocent. Okay, what about the accessories? Where do we even begin?
Well, that would take a lot of time.
Let's do broad stroke. Let's start with the watch, maybe.
The watch is a vintage Rolex.
Gorgeous.
I always wear these 4 Chrome Hearts bracelets. They don't
Always?
come off. I sleep with these.
Oh, really?
These don't come off.
Why are they so special?
I've been collecting them for years, and they're perfect. I just love them.
Yes, they are.
Are they
They're my uniform.
are they from like the 80s, 90s?
The silver one might be from the 90s, but the rest of them are definitely later.
Okay.
This is the newest one I got.
Are you going to add more?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
I think the
4
is the perfect number on this wrist.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 3 for a really long time.
The final 4, the Fab 4.
Yeah.
Fab 4. And then this hand has Horse and Boost and Shambhala, Nadine Gosin, and others. Oh, Darius.
Shout out Darius.
Yeah. We love
You're doing
Darius.
it, you're doing
love-
it big.
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
What about the rings?
The rings are Horse and Boost and Darius, Chrome
Okay.
Hearts, Ellie Halili. I don't remember.
No
No-
hamburger
Uniform object.
today.
The knuckles are
I'm not
dancing.
I'm not wearing my hamburger today.
That's the coolest.
It is.
Is that
So
sold
good.
as a set?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
What about-
intentionally a
Yeah.
hamburger. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
you have a
yeah.
little bag on? I didn't realize
I
that.
have a little Chanel crossbody.
Okay. Oh.
What goes in there?
Not telling.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And necklaces? Like what designers are we working with here?
Okay, so this is Savan
Okay.
from Istanbul. This is Snoopy. I love Snoopy.
That's your number 1.
That's my number one.
Big Charles Schultz guy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We had a dog named Snoopy as
Oh,
well.
There we go.
It's vintage. My husband found it for me, and I wear it every day. And then little charm necklace.
Love it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, the shades, the spectacles.
Yeah.
Mascot.
Okay.
Always.
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 Classic. New York institution.
Only wear Lemtosh.
What outerwear did you wear today, if anything?
I wore a vintage Saint Laurent bag. Jacket, not
Nice.
bag.
And you're
Yeah.
sipping on a bottle of Fiji water.
Right.
Uh-huh.
What about the anklet? I noticed that when you're showing us the Celines.
Well, I do.
Or the anklets.
Excuse
The
me.
anklets.
Yes, I do wear a bunch of anklets, but unfortunately, they have to be covered in the sock today. So,
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
We're going to talk we're going to go fully into the jewels and the chrome and everything. But we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the only podcast that matters now that we've completed the fit check and the drink check. Lori, weight-wise, in pounds or kilos, how much jewelry are you wearing on any average day?
Oh, that's a good one.
You're never supposed to ask a woman her weight, but for jewels.
For jewels, I'll tell. Maybe 4 pounds.
Do you have like strong ass shoulders? Like what?
I've been lifting weights for quite some time.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's the reason.
You got heavy. You must listen to Metallica because you got heavy metal on the wrists.
Yeah.
God.
This is offsetting the scoliosis that you're also giving yourself by lifting weights, I see. Yeah.
Is the chrome? So you do sleep with the chrome on?
I sleep with the chrome on.
Anything else? Like that must be such a process.
It's not really. I sleep with the diamond one here, and this one is hard to get off, and the horse and booze, and the rest comes off.
Is it a nightmare going through TSA at the airport?
It's gotten better.
They know you
They
now.
know me.
Okay.
I think they have my picture up on the wall there.
There's
They
also
say,
like-
she's coming again.
It's also better. Maybe that's reason to fly private, right?
Yeah.
Good excuse.
What do you
The
think
Claire
of? I busted out all stack and call me Jimmy 3 stacks. What do we? How would you rate this?
I
What are we
love
doing
the
here?
diamonds.
Thank you. They're
Very much so.
shards of diamonds. They're not true stones.
And Hermes.
No, that is a Vita Studio. She was selling it out of the back of a U-Haul.
Yeah. Now she's about to get sued.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is Bottega, the maroon one. Or were you talking about the chain?
I was talking about the chain.
Yeah.
But I do love the Bottega.
Thanks. Woodbury Common Outlets. I don't know if you're familiar.
Are you familiar with how the other half lives?
Can't
Have you
say
ever
I've never been.
We were surprised that this is like
where we are now.
Yeah.
In Manhasset.
Right. This shopping situation
It's
is
a shopping center.
Shopping center. Strip mall.
No. Shopping center.
Okay.
Strip mall.
It's
How dare you?
Well,
I mean,
they
technically-
used to be called strip malls. I think.
Shopping
Right.
center.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, if it's okay, I'm going to slowly peel these off as the podcast on because I don't have the lats like you do. I don't have the back muscles and the posterior chain
So
to pull all this off.
They're killing you?
Yeah,
He's
I got
gonna
to
be
drive
shedding.
home.
But this is amazing. This is like the most impressive lineup.
It is, right?
Chanel, Cucinelli,
Uh-huh.
Hirschleifers.
Prada. I'm just naming it. Well, obviously Hirschleifers, but what's like the healthy competition amongst all of these amazing retailers?
I don't think that there really is competition.
Hell yeah.
We're a multi-brand store, so
Mhm.
unless you're going to Prada because you want something from Prada, a multi-brand gives you.
He's
It's really
I
pulling
need
it
some
off.
soap. I need some dish soap real quick. My fingers have gotten fatter. I haven't worn these in a while. I got gout.
So people are coming to this is a destination shop.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. So we're all friends here.
We're all friends here.
it's a
we
great
shop at all the
situation.
stores in the center.
There's no like side eye. Like you're not going for the best parking spot, and someone from Cucinelli's like, "Look, that was my spot."
No.
Okay, good. Yeah. How long have we been in Manhasset? Because I know that Hirschleifers started in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn in 1905. And
then
my
COVID happened, you went to the suburbs?
Yeah, exactly. And then my grandfather joined the business and they moved to Forest Hills in Queens.
Okay.
And then we opened in Manhasset probably 60 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
When the shopping center was very different.
In this
than it is
location?
In this location.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is history right here.
Yeah.
Was this the first then like anchor kind of like high end
Yes.
store? Okay.
There
So
was
it all
only-
started with you.
Yeah, basically, there were only discount stores in this center. There was learner shops, bakers. There was a movie theater,
Oh,
La
nice.
Crepe.
Right.
If
Ooh,
you remember
French.
Oui.
And now it's just
Oui.
LVMH and Kering.
Exactly. Still French.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the jewels real quick. What kind of jewelry, as I shed it all, what kind of jewelry do you like on men?
I like the same jewelry that I'm wearing. My husband has a full stack on.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Do you take credit or hear people give you credit for kind of like being a trendsetter with the maximalist, but in a way where it's not just putting all the shit you want on like I am, but in a way that like makes sense and it's like cohesive and
Thematic.
it's thematic. There's a through line.
Right. People often ask on Instagram if I can show them a stacking video or a how to and where to start and how to grow. So yeah, it's pretty crazy that has happened.
Is there a method to the madness or is it just feels right in your heart?
I think it's more feels right in my heart.
Okay. That's taste.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
teach taste.
True, but people can learn.
Yeah. They can spend also.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
You can buy it.
Yeah.
Is this chrome piece from the 90s? Is that your first like investment jewelry?
We had Chrome Hearts. We carried Chrome Hearts. Maybe one of their first stores.
Yeah.
Like way more than 30 years ago. So it might have been back then.
Oh, so you didn't learn about Chrome Hearts from Migos?
No.
And
every other rapper.
Yeah.
No.
And it's a huge seller for you guys.
Huge, yes.
You're saying it flies off the shelves. I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell are those? The Samore pokers sticks?
Oh yeah.
How many of those have you sold this year?
Probably a bunch.
Oh my. Okay. I might pick up a pair on my way out.
I think you should.
Yeah, just
Some light.
To go with your ring.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Lori did approve my store low to high purchase from Aspen. Thank you.
Lori, what's your actual job like day to day at Hirshleifers besides just being awesome on social media?
Well, we do all the buying. My niece and Marcy and I do all the buying for women's and jewelry and shoes, not men's, which takes a bunch of time. I also love to be on the sales floor.
Yeah.
So I spend a lot of time upstairs.
What kind of salesman are you? Are you pushy?
Never.
No.
Are you like laying in the cut and you pop out?
I'm
Like, how do you-
almost brutally honest.
Oh no.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
That's too expensive.
You might want to size up.
Okay. Well, we saw you you were straightening the pictures. You were
Always.
tweaking the furniture. Because
Always.
the store is your baby.
Yeah.
In addition to your baby working your Rob.
Yeah, shout Rob.
It's like home. So, you want everything to be perfect. You want people to walk in and see beauty. And
What's your favorite little nook in the store?
that's hard. I love Chanel. I love being in Chanel. I like in the closets behind them where you see all the hidden merchandise.
Oh, like where we
The
are now, like in the,
sneaks.
in the bowels.
Yeah. I
the
like
mothership.
receiving. Love
Yeah.
receiving.
Right. Do you ever little finders, little buyer's fee, little buyer's tax? Like, oh, well, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, of
when
course.
stuff when the shipments come in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
you're
that's why I like
placing
to be in receiving. I'm opening the boxes.
The personal order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What sets Hirshleifers apart from other department stores?
I think we're very different just because we're family and there's so much history and so much, we're really involved. We're not just buyers. We all do everything.
Right.
Your fucking name on the door. You got to
Right. We do everything from, there's nothing I would have someone else do that I wouldn't do.
Right.
And I think that's how the whole family feels. And that's why it works so well.
Are you like mopping the floors in the bathrooms
Yeah,
after hours if that's what it takes?
100%.
With the chrome on.
With the
Chrome mop? Do you have a chrome
with all
mop?
this.
My mop chrome. Do you have a chrome mop?
I do not.
Okay.
I have a toilet plunger though.
Oh, you have that.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Is that the wackiest chrome accessory you own?
I have a pizza cutter.
Have any of these been used?
Not the plunger.
I don't know. I mean, it's fun. It's supposed to be functional.
But the
you know?
pizza cutter, you've
Yeah, we
cut
have
up
used
a
the
few
pizza
slices with
cutter.
that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have a potato peeler.
They have a chrome potato peeler?
It was a gift one year.
That's
yeah.
sad.
Wow, that's a gift.
Yeah.
Do you have like a beanbag or the chrome car?
No.
Okay. But you're a collector of the chrome, like ephemera, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love.
Do you get one every year? Like, what's the process?
Well, this year, a lot of the gifting is some
Okay.
of these pieces.
Awesome.
Right,
This year
right.
was a doorstop.
That's right. We saw that.
Yeah.
What are the Starks like?
They're wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you find a kinship with them because it's again like a family business? Is
And
that
we've
like
been together so long.
that's
yeah.
like the connective tissue
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
There's a mutual respect. Clearly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's amazing.
They really have limited their business. Smartly have kept their business so limited. And that's why it's growing and continue why everyone wants it so badly. So,
Right. Restrictive supply.
yeah.
Only increases demand. I went to college.
Shout out eggs. The price of eggs. And shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's
So
the same
simple.
as a Chrome Hearts ring.
Ooh, simple yes or no. Is Hirshleifers the best store in the world?
Yes.
Oh, you're ready to pop your shit
The last great department store
That's
you're
right.
called, right?
Uh-huh.
in America.
Earned.
Yeah.
Facts.
Fact.
I think the history speaks for itself, right?
Exactly.
This is legacy.
This is legacy.
How much do you think about that? Like when you're lying
lot.
in bed at night and you still have some bracelets on because they can't come off. Are you thinking about like, what your family has done? Like, is that something that you actively think about?
Yeah. When you think about the fifth generation and what's going to be with them and how they're going to grow the business and focus after we're not here. And
Right.
it's pretty incredible that it's made it this long.
Is there a succession plan? Like, have you thought about like if you would ever retire or just love the game too much?
We talk about it, but I'm not ready to retire. I lived like 4 minutes from here.
Yeah.
I'm here
still a
almost
commute.
exactly.
There's
I'm
still
here.
some pictures that need straightening, you know?
I'm here almost every day, and I would miss it too much.
Right.
Was there a moment early on when you and your two sisters inherited the business in when exactly was that?
Well, my dad passed away. Rob was 13. So 20 years ago.
Okay. So 20 years ago, when you and your sisters inherited the business, were there any moments where you really struggled and maybe wondered like if you could carry the legacy?
Yes, very much so. Our parents did not really want to take the time to teach us. So it was kind of, you're on your own. You know, when we're not here, you'll figure it out. So we didn't really have a choice. You know, it was sink or swim. So we did. Yeah.
Was that trial by fire like on purpose?
I think it was a generational thing. It was just like the
silent generation.
Yeah, they didn't want to share. They didn't want to share. They didn't want to teach. Although they did teach me. I traveled with my parents, and my mom was the buyer, and my dad was always with her. So I traveled with them. I guess I learned that from my mom and dad. But
like by observing, just like osmosis, right?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
But as far as running the business, they gave us nothing.
But you broke that generational trauma with your kids.
100%.
Yes. And your family.
Yes. Okay. And we all, yes.
Was there like a specific challenge you remember from early on? Just be like, how the fuck are we going to keep the lights on next week?
Yes. We, the three of us sat down one day and said, we're not sure we can make this work, but there you go. We just did it.
How do you decide kind of how to divvy up the work? Because I know you are like merchandising. You started out merchandising and buying, which you still do. Another sister was kind of like operations and
That's Shelley,
people management.
the oldest sister.
Right. And
Karen, the middle sister, is an attorney, and she does all our everything.
In-house legal counsel.
In our house, exactly.
So that was pretty clear what the middle sister was going to do.
Yeah.
Right?
And Shelley was always interested in operations, and I was only interested in buying. So it sort of worked out.
Spending cash.
Thank God you weren't also interested in operations.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
that's the worst job.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Damn. What's
Shelley?
what's a task that you had to take on in the early days that now that everything's cruising at 35,000 feet, you're so happy is like in the rearview mirror
that I don't have to do it anymore? Yeah. Probably be the direct sales associate with a client.
Really?
I really don't want to do that anymore. I like to be the person who comes in and fluffs.
Okay.
Say it's perfect. It's not perfect. I mean, again, brutally honest.
Right.
But that was hard for me.
And your niece is more client facing now,
right?
Yeah. Yes.
How big of a part of the business is that like VIP one-on-one
Tremendous.
treatment? Oh yeah.
Tremendous.
More so than just like the normal foot traffic that comes in and out?
No, not more.
Okay.
But they have a huge client base.
What do you have to do to become a VIP?
Yeah.
Is it like amount spent, or is it like, yo, Jimmy and Larry are pulling up?
It could be anything.
Okay, so we're VIPs now.
There you are.
It's on the record.
It's on the record. You just have to go upstairs and buy something, and then you're done.
Okay.
Like a...
What's the cheapest thing in her?
Yeah. How do we price? It's the Comc. I did this. It's the Comc sauce.
Yeah, we'll buy some socks on the way out.
Fantastic sauce.
Yes,
they are.
Jenny. Absolutely.
Yeah, so good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. When you did take over the business, how long ago? 20 years ago.
Yeah.
What were some of the biggest changes and risks that you guys took to adapt to the 21st century? Because that's like most retail and department stores have gone the way of the dinosaur. You guys not only have survived, but have like thrived. Credit to you guys. What did you do to adapt?
Well, my dad had always said we were doing what we're doing, and I wanted to bring in shoes. We wanted to bring in other things. And he kept saying, no, that's not. We're going to focus on what we focus on. So we just went at it and went every direction. We increased our Chanel buys. We added shoes. There's nothing we don't carry now. Before it was basically a simple, not simple, I don't mean to say it that way, but it was a ready-to-wear store. And now it's a department store.
Mm-hmm.
Was your dad like, the internet? That's a fucking fad. That'll be out over in 2 seconds.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was a early e-commerce guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is just you trusting your gut then? And you're like, you and your sister's like, we think this is what will work. And you kind of just like cross your fingers.
Yeah, kind of. It was just, it just felt right. And it was the time. And it was that. We couldn't continue to do just what we were doing.
Right.
We were in the evening wear business forever. We were known for mother of the bride gowns. And it was like,
oh, wow.
No, I can't look at another mother of the bride gown. One of my first encounters when I started in the Forest Hills store, and my dad, there was this gown room, huge. It was like 3 times the size of this. And all these beaded numbers
Okay.
lined up from Bob Mackie and all these like famous designers. And my dad made me take it up and show gowns. And I was like, this is ridiculous. This is not going to happen. And so it haunted me for years.
Really?
I didn't make a
If
sale.
I have to zipper up another gown,
Another
so
bugle
help me
bead.
God.
My God.
So it's part intuition and then part just being fed up.
Yeah, I
You're
was like,
I
this
don't.
cannot
I'm
continue. It just seemed it seemed old fashioned. You know, it was
Right.
time for us
You
to
already-
move along.
And you felt that
yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
What about men's? When did has men's always been a part of Hirshleifers, or did you kind of
Actually,
bolster
David,
that as
my
well?
husband,
Right.
When he joined the business, he opened Hirshleifer's Men's. I couldn't possibly tell you what year it was.
Did you guys meet working on the job?
No, we met at
Okay.
Syracuse. Actually,
Oh.
he was a freshman. I
Go
was a
Oregon.
sophomore. But we,
The Paris of New York.
yes, indeed.
Oh, he was a freshman. You were a sophomore.
But we didn't really. Yes,
Age
but
gap.
we didn't.
Hmm.
We didn't really meet. He knew who I was, and then his
Oh.
best friend's mom set us up on
Your
a date.
reputation preceded you, and his mom was like, "We got to set this up."
Yes. And then he
was-
transferred to GW, and I stayed at Syracuse, and we met a few years after that.
What was your first date?
He took me to Liz Inc., a restaurant.
What the hell was that? Okay.
It's a restaurant.
Do you remember what you both were wearing?
No, I should, right?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I have no idea. No.
Okay.
And
It
I know
worked.
I wasn't this much jewelry. That I can promise you.
When did that transition happen? When did you become this fully bedazzled queen?
It's happened over years. It's
I
like a
guess it does accumulate,
transition.
right?
It's
Yeah.
like transitioning.
Also, you just wake up and you're like, what the hell? I am Iron Man.
She just blacked out and was like, "What the?" Okay.
Working with family, though, right?
Yeah.
You work with your sisters, your nieces, your son, your husband,
Nephew. Uh-huh.
nephews, cousins, fucking everybody, right?
Yeah.
What's the best and worst part about working with family?
Trust.
That's the worst part?
That's the best part.
Part. Okay.
We have none of it.
Yes, exactly. You know what you're dealing with. It's like you're not going to be tricked into something. That we're all honest. We're all really good partners, which is pretty incredible.
Everyone
That
in your
it's
family's a
fourth and
known
fifth gen-
entity, right? Like,
Yeah.
You've known them your whole life, I guess.
Yeah, and you know what to expect.
And can you you're not going to hold back, right? It's family. You're going to
Yeah.
say what's on your mind. Does that ever
100
make for a awkward Thanksgiving? Or?
We no longer spend holidays
Oh,
together.
really?
Wait, for real?
You know
We're
why?
Together every day.
Every day at Hirshleifers is a
It's-
holiday.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
can-
Boxing Day.
You can
Yeah.
take that. Yeah. You can take that for your marketing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
It's a free one.
That works.
And the worst part?
The worst part is that we don't spend holidays together.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that intentional because you're like, fuck it.
I just feel like
You
we're
go to St.
always
Bart's.
all
Yeah.
together. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. Flying the coop.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel, okay, we talked about kind of like how Hirshleifers, how you adapted and the sisters adapted 20 years ago. Currently, though, there's always conversation, retail's dead, retail's back. Do you feel the fluctuations around like the peaks and valleys, or is Hirshleifers kind of above the fray?
No, we definitely feel peaks and valleys.
Are we peaking or are we valleying? What are we doing? What's
We're
going on
peaking
right
at the
now?
moment.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But, when it's election time, people get scared and they start
Sure.
shopping, or people don't leave their houses. It's COVID, people shop, but they didn't come in. So there's
Right.
been many, it's challenging. Retail is challenging.
How did you guys operate during COVID? Was it like the VIPs, they call in, you send them some photos? Like, how did it work?
That's really, we closed for 3 months.
Mhm.
And that's how Marcy's business really started to grow.
Oh, wow.
Was during COVID because all these
Thanks,
clients-
COVID.
Right. Well, not so much,
No,
but
right,
yeah.
right.
But yeah, these people would reach out, and that's how she's still very close with most of the people that she met during COVID.
Do you make moves to kind of in anticipation of the valleys, or if you're in a valley, like what are some moves that you've done to, whether it is like building out the VIP shopping program
Mhm.
or like making Hirshleifers a destination with
Right.
food and,
Well,
our
that-
friend Angela Urrutia,
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, go there and spend a whole Saturday.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's a
Well,
family destination.
That's why we keep changing, and that's why we opened Young's Farm. I don't know if you guys saw it yet.
Not yet, but we're going there for lunch.
Yeah. After we buy socks.
Of course. You have to keep changing, and that's what makes it interesting here. So you can spend the day you can have breakfast at Young's, you can have lunch at Young's, you can have ice cream at Kith. Not today.
Right.
You
The machine's broken like McDonald's.
Yeah. Do you guys have a bar in here?
no, we don't have a bar. We had
Okay.
a bar.
Oh, what happened? People getting too Too much fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
honestly, if you get people drunk, they fucking make reckless purchases.
Yeah, but they could also drive into God knows what. And you're responsible for that.
Honestly, that was a very ethical
Yeah.
and smart decision
Yeah.
I made. Thank you for your service.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Over holiday, though, we did have a Moet vending machine.
Oh,
So
fire.
that was really cool.
And you guys have like events and parties here too, right?
Constant.
Is it a big like community center in a way, Hirshleifers?
People come, we know a lot of the clients, but there's a lot of people new walking in every day.
As your star has risen on social media and beyond, well, Zerbit, do people like come in? Like, are you an attraction to the store? It's like, oh, we might see Lori.
Yeah.
We might
Well,
see
it's-
Marcy.
It's really weird, but yes. In fact, yesterday morning I walked in, this woman walked over to me. She was with her mother and she said, "You're Lori." I'm like, yeah. And it's still so weird to me. It's so they often ask for pictures and
you're gracious, obviously, naturally.
yeah. Initially I wasn't because
Really?
I was really uncomfortable. It made me
because it's not like who you are as a
I am
person.
not no, definitely
So you
not.
had to become this face of the brand?
Correct.
Begrudgingly?
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
Sure.
I enjoy it. I'm not going to say no, but it's
How did you like learn to be so effective on social media? Was that like the youngins helping out, or you just kind of like, I'm going to figure it out?
I think it's a combination. I started with nobody, and
Mhm.
now someone helps me, and she does a great job.
You want to
But
shout her out?
Jasmine,
Shout out Jasmine.
Parsons,
Thank you, Jasmine.
she's awesome. Yep, yeah, she's
Okay.
not here today, or she'd be in here taking pictures.
Oh,
Yeah. What are real quick back to like retail? What are some brands that maybe that would surprise us that do really well in the store?
That would surprise you.
Yeah.
Let me think about that.
Or that surprise you?
Well,
Because Chrome, obviously.
oh
right?
yeah, Extreme Cashmere, which is a
Oh, yeah.
nice.
yeah, it's a
We love
great
Extreme Cashmere.
great brand.
Extreme Cashmere.
It's a great brand. It's pretty classic. and
Questionable name, but been around for a long time, right?
I don't know how long. I don't think
I
it's
thought it was
that long.
newish.
I think it's pretty newish.
Okay.
Newish.
Yeah.
Newish.
Not a bad price point.
No, it's
For
a
cashmere,
good price,
right.
and it's a great product. And it's does really,
It's
really
pretty
well. It's pretty extreme. Way extreme.
How do you think about like price points? Because like obviously this is a high-end department store, let's be real. But in terms of having accessible stuff, how important is that to you? Or does that like almost then tarnish the rep?
We like to look at everything, every price point. It doesn't matter.
If it's good, it's good.
If it's good, it's good. If we honestly believe it could sell and people will appreciate it, it doesn't matter what the price point is.
When you say believe it will sell, is that because you're like, I would wear that, or David says I would wear that, or is it just like a feeling because you know is it more of the customer?
It's more of the customer.
Okay.
It's not about me.
It's not personal.
No.
Are
I
there
mean,
just
sometimes it is.
Yeah. It's like, I want some of that when it hits receiving.
Yeah, exactly.
Are there any new brands that you're excited about that you bring into Hirshleifers?
Well, Phoebe Philo is coming in next month,
Are we-
February. So it should be hitting here
like
any
a
day.
bag or like a lot?
No, like the collection, like the first drop. So
Oh,
that's really
Ooh.
exciting.
that's going to fucking fly.
Right.
Have you met Phoebe?
I have not.
Oh, okay. Because that's why I asked, because she's
Yeah.
such this mysterious, mythical
Yeah.
figure. I wonder. Okay.
Yeah,
Hopefully soon.
You have high
Yeah.
expectations for the performance of that pie?
I do. Yeah. It's
Do people have to, like,
incredible.
sign up for that to like get dibs on it? Is it first come, first serve?
It will be first.
Do people ever line up for Hirshleifer drops?
They line up for Chanel.
Ah,
We all line up for Chanel.
the supreme for women.
It's
that
incredible.
Is that the number? That's like the flagship brand.
For us, yes. Well, it's our largest brand. You know, it has its own store. So,
Yes, right. The standalone.
yeah.
Are you guys the only department store in the country with an in-store Chanel store?
Well, I mean, the others have in-store, like Bergdorf's is in-store. Ours is a front
Right.
entrance. Yeah,
But
freestanding.
that is
So we are the only Peter Marino
wow.
one.
How did that happen? Is it just like a
We've
long
had a relationship. Yeah.
It's all
I
about
would
who
say
you know.
Chrome Hearts and Chanel are our longest two relationships.
That's
kind of-
going 2 for 2 as
Yeah.
far as goats are concerned. That's
Yeah.
insane.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like opposite ends of the spectrum. I mean, that's the beauty of Hirshleifers, right? Is that you
Yeah.
have Chrome Hearts, Chanel, everything in between.
Yeah. Well, when Carl was alive, he did a collab with Chanel and Chrome. So
That's your grail.
Right,
One
your-
bag that you were never.
Yeah.
Have
yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a
get into it.
hypothetical.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you trade
Uh-oh.
all your current bags, which we're going to talk about soon? Would you trade all your current bags to get your hands on that one Chanel Chrome collaboration bag?
I wouldn't trade my Virgil bag for anything.
That's right. That's a one because that's a one of one.
That's a one of one.
And now is like basically it is an art piece.
Yeah.
And now has sentimental value.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's remove the Virgil Nebraska bag.
Yeah.
Would you
I
flip
still don't think I'd sell them all.
But that is for anyone, and obviously you posted on social media. That's
Yeah.
the one thing you're still searching for.
Yeah.
Number one on the list.
Yes.
Anything else that are like the grails that Lori needs in case anyone
Anyone's buying me
entrepreneurial-
something?
Yeah. Any enterprising listeners want to get in good with the Queen of Manhattan?
Let me think on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
There's got to be something.
There must be.
What's the
right?
latest thing you bought?
The latest thing I bought was a new Hermes bag.
Yeah. What was it? A Birkin?
Mhm.
How many Birkins do you own?
A bunch.
Okay.
How many Kellys do you own?
Not that many.
Oh, really? You're you're a Birkin.
I'm a Birkin
You
girl.
need the bigger.
I
So-
like to throw my stuff in. I like to carry it like this and just be done.
The Birkins are barking.
Yeah. And they got the charms to match.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that like, did you start that trend too?
Maybe.
Like my wife, who is like the biggest fan,
Aw.
she has on all of her bag, she has a Louis Vuitton. She
Yeah.
puts like
Yeah.
she had our dogs painted.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah.
Like, is that so? As a trendsetter, you're not like setting out to do that, right?
Right.
You're just doing what feels right, and
Yeah.
then it's just imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Absolutely.
From there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you have a moment where you're like, oh, I am maybe becoming a trendsetter and a style icon, particularly for Gen Z? It feels like they're kind of, look, the OGs, the geriatric millennials, we've been longtime fans.
We know.
We've known, but like Gen Z feels like they've like discovered you. Do you feel that?
I don't.
Like
See,
you
I'm
must
a
see it in the
little
comments and shit, no?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And
It's
Is that like a
strange.
pressure or like, yeah, how does it make you
No,
feel?
it's great. It makes you feel great, but it's still strange to me.
Yeah, with great
Yeah.
power comes great responsibility, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't put them onto any whack shit.
No
Which
way.
we know you won't. We know you won't.
No way.
Yeah.
You are an influencer, though, right? Like that's.
I guess.
What do you mean, you guys?
I mean, I guess that's what I'm called. I don't know.
No.
Well, one of many.
No,
one
you're
of many
the owner
titles.
of the last great department store.
There you go. One of the
Influencer is
owners.
a dirty word. One of the owners.
She's not an influencer. She's influential.
There it is.
Better.
How much of the clothing, the bags, the watches, the jewelry that you're flexing on socials, how much of that is like what you own versus promoting what's in the store?
It's both. I would say it's actually both. I would say 50-50 could
Right.
be.
And it's pretty clear what it is, but that is
Yeah.
like, I mean, you're using your personal platform to promote the shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that like a?
It's just who I am.
Right.
So it's my business. It's my home.
Right.
It is. Your
This
home.
is my home.
There's no like line of demarcation though in terms of like, or is there, of the woman and the business? Like obviously Hirshleifer is your last name, but like, is there any kind of like separation in terms of like, or you treat socials like a billboard, right? For the
Yeah.
business?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say that's true.
Okay. So
Yeah.
one for one.
Yeah. 1 for 1.
Okay. So
Yeah.
is there like do you have you know what a Finsta is?
No,
Like a
Tell me.
secret Instagram where it's just like family
Oh,
photos?
no.
And no. Okay.
I don't.
All right. I don't know
What
if I
you see is
believe you.
what you get. Lori, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Are you the best shopper in the world?
Does that mean I shop more than most, or does that?
Quality and quantity.
I'm a good shopper. I'm not
Oh,
the
yeah.
best shopper in the world.
You're efficient.
Who's better than you?
I can't say.
What well, like, what's your, when you walk into a store, what are you doing? Like, are you making a beeline for the shoe department? Are you
well, I have-
checking to see if there's dust on top of the pictures?
No,
and
that I'm
shit?
not doing in
Okay.
another store.
Okay.
It depends. Now I don't go really. There's no multi-brand stores that I frequent. Honestly,
Really?
I-
Not even when you travel the world.
in Paris I do.
Okay.
But I used
Where-
to go to Colette, and
Okay, right.
she's
Sure,
gone,
RIP.
and there's nothing quite the same.
You're just in Australia and Hawaii,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, in Hawaii though, this wasn't much maybe there is multi-brand, but I don't know
I
of
don't
any.
There's a Stussy store. That's all I know.
I went to the Chrome Heart store in Hawaii, in
how was it?
Honolulu. Empty.
Really? What's your favorite Chrome Heart store in the world?
York.
Besides the one in New York and
Yeah.
Meatpacking?
Yes,
Flagship.
it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Is that appointment only?
I don't know. Is it?
I guess.
I think
I
They
feel
all are.
most are.
I think
at
they
least,
all are.
especially now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What are there other stores? You mentioned Colette, Legend, Shout, Sarah.
Mhm.
Are there other stores you love to shop at besides Hirshleifer's?
I love to shop Henry Lear in East Hampton and
Okay.
Amagansett.
Unfamiliar.
Yeah.
Really
We don't
cool.
get out there much.
No, they have great picks. Different, very different from us. You
I
know,
fuck with White's Pharmacy in Montauk. That's about it.
I like
which
that
is,
too.
Which is getting shut down. Travesty.
Really?
Gentrifying.
All the whites or just that one?
I think just that one.
All the whites.
All the whites pharmacies.
When you go to another store, is that, for lack of a better term, opposition research?
No, it's shopping.
Okay. You can separate in that moment when you step through the threshold.
Yeah.
When you're invited in like you would a vampire.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just here to buy for me.
Yes, generally. Like I walk into Prada, that's for me,
Okay.
which is my favorite.
Is there a brand or a label in her that isn't in Hirshleifer's you would love to have in one day?
Prada,
Yeah.
Goyard.
Ooh.
Is that hard with Prada being right up the way?
No, because we carry Fendi and Fendi is a shop and we carry, who else? Bottega. Bottega has
Okay.
a shop here. So we have.
So that's not a problem,
No.
the proximity.
Right.
So
No.
then how would you go about getting a Prada or a Goyard into Hirshleifer's? What is that? Is that just like
It's a lot of work.
massaging a relationship over
It is.
years and
Yes.
years?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is.
We
Not-
feel bullish on
not as-
those coming in, maybe?
I'm hopeful. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Do you make the circuit around, like, you're overseeing such a huge operation, you're kind of like, I can't leave HQ. Like, are you doing like the buying circuits in Europe and going to like shows and all that?
We used to go like 10 times a year.
Wow.
Because
That's
Chanel
too much.
shows 6 times a year and everything else shows at different times.
That's too much time going through TSA.
Exactly. So now it's just twice a year that we go for women's.
Okay.
So, and we go only generally to the Chanel show because we don't have time. The rest is just appointments.
Okay.
But we're always searching online for new vendors and people reach out all the time. So
Really? Is that a way brands could get in Hirshleifer's is
Yeah.
to hit your DMs?
yeah,
Are they ever any good?
sometimes.
How do you say no?
Thank you so much.
But we're going to pass.
Thank you so much. We're going to pass. Thank you so much. I shouldn't reveal my secret.
No.
Yeah.
You leave them on red for 3 years until they re-DM you.
What do you, how do you feel?
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
What are your expectations for Blazy Chanel?
I'm optimistic. I really
Excited?
am. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he does. He was fantastic at Bottega.
Mm.
So I'm
Generational.
optimistic. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you pay attention to like the designer musical chairs? Because you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to see like, thank God Kim Jones is out at Dior. Or I said that, not Lori. Or, can't wait to see, what Phoebe does when she
Yeah.
launched, when she launched her own shit, et cetera,
Yeah.
et cetera.
Yeah. You
So
have
you-
to. I do like to follow them. I like to know who's going where and what it's going to mean for us.
Are you
obviously.
tapped into like the rumor mill?
No.
Okay. You're just like us.
Yeah.
You're just observing.
Yes.
An enthusiastic fan. Wait, we were mentioning the stores in East Hampton. What other stores do you like to shop at around the world? Like when you're in Paris, where do you go?
Not so much. We go to name stores,
Okay.
brand stores.
Right.
The
Right, right.
word I'm trying to. Yeah.
And is
more
it-
than.
I mean, Lawrence mentioned Oppo research. What about like inspiration?
Yeah.
You shop for looking to like, oh, like this is an interesting retail experience.
We try. Not easy to find though.
Oh.
It's not. There's not much left.
Do you ever know if the ops are doing their Oppo research here?
I don't know.
We need
You
security.
should
to get
think
on
about
that.
that.
We need
Yeah.
some facial recognition software.
Yeah. Put pictures
We have a
up in
lot
the
of
window.
security here, but I don't know.
You do have a lot of security here.
We do.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Do you ever have to like tackle a motherfucker trying to run out with some shit?
Mhm.
Really?
Not a lot, but yeah,
What is the loss prevention situation here?
we're very lucky. Very good.
Okay.
Very
What
good.
Because when James and I pulled up, I was making a joke about it. When we were just waiting for Rob, I'm like, it feels like we're casing this whole
Yeah,
joint. 'Cause
yeah.
I'm not trying to reinforce anyone's negative behavior, but this might be a good place to rob. Just this whole,
Hey, thanks.
just hypothetically, you know?
Do you have any like input on the security where it's like, yo, this guy, this guy DM me. He's like 6'4". He ran the 4.6 40. Played college football, Division 1. Maybe we get him a little look see here.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Are
You're
you
that-
available?
I would not be a deterrent. Well, I'll just say that.
I mean, we should have been stopped when we walked through. We luckily had Rob escorting us, but I feel like they're like, what are these fucking bozos doing here?
Lori, if you could only wear one designer head to toe for the rest of your life, Who are you going with?
Chanel.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You said Prada was your favorite.
Prada's my favorite. Chanel, I guess Chanel because it's the history.
Okay.
There's so much history there, and I love what Carl did. Love.
Did you ever meet him?
I did.
Was he a fun hang?
I didn't really hang with him. I said hello.
Okay.
Was he drinking a Diet Coke?
No, he was at Colette.
Oh.
Did he have his, what's his cat's name?
Choupette.
Choupette?
Choupette was not with him.
Oh,
He always
good
went
going.
after the show, which is always a Tuesday. He would go in the hours after. He would go to Colette every time, after every show.
Hmm.
So if you were there, you were lucky enough to see him.
Oh, so
Wow.
you knew.
I knew.
Was he wearing the gloves?
Uh-huh.
Big chrome guy, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Did you guys take a picture?
No.
Have you ever been starstruck by a fashion person?
By a fashion person, not that much. Well, maybe I used to see Nicholas Gasquier and in St. Bart's.
Okay.
That was kind of like a pretty cool thing.
That's like for you, that's like a celeb sighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, because you must have an amazing like celeb VIP clientele that comes here, right?
We have some.
Stephen Victor.
Yeah.
Mutual homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Steven, friend of the
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I think we're
He's
gonna be
awesome.
signed to Victor Victor soon.
show. Starting the podcast
Yeah.
division.
Yeah. How'd you become friends with Steven?
Rob met him.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, Rob met him.
Does Rob, who, by the way, for those listening at home that are enjoying this episode, Rob, Lori's son, advised you that you should come on Throwing Fits.
Correct.
Do you hate him for that, or do you?
Is he grounded?
He's 34 and he's grounded.
Does he put you on to like, especially the men's side of things? Does he
Yeah.
put you on to like cool shit happening in culture?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Stephen Victor, Throwing Fits.
Yeah. Only
There
the
you go.
best.
Only the best.
Oh,
Yeah.
that shit.
Only the best for his old mother.
Yeah.
Did Stephen Victor? What Ferrari did he drive out here?
It was cool, whatever it was.
Yeah.
He said, "Come on, we can take a picture on the back." I'm like, "You want us to sit on that?" He's like, "Yeah, okay."
He's got enough of them, so don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Has he
He's pretty
introduced?
cool.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's
Yeah.
very za, as he says. Very
Very
trim.
za.
Very za. Very
Uh-huh.
trim. Has he introduced you to any of these artists?
No,
Are you friends with any rappers?
no,
Really? They don't come out here?
not so much.
Really?
They shopping online?
Well, little yachties at shops.
Oh, both.
Right. Yeah. Oh.
Because this has got to be, if I'm, okay, just hypothetically, if I'm like a rapper and I love fashion and I have money burning a hole in my pocket and I'm in the tri-state area, why not come
Why
spend the day
wouldn't you
here?
come here?
I mean,
Right.
you got it all.
Right. We have a lot of sports people that we have.
Athletes.
Yeah, otherwise known as athletes.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Sports people. She's a huge sports people fan.
Yeah. Play the hoop ball. Could you go fit for fit with any rapper in the world and just dust their ass?
I don't know about that.
We think so.
Yeah,
You
that's why
think
we're
so?
asking.
Thank
We're setting
you.
We
up.
think so.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
You don't think so?
Okay, I think so.
What do you think of this kind of head to toe adoption and hype around brands that you love and have known about for many years, like Chrome Hearts?
Yeah.
Are you into that, or is that kind of like this conspicuous consumption in standing almost in for taste?
Yeah, it's a mix of the two, I would say.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's really cool. Like it can be pulled
Done
off.
well.
Yeah, done well.
And then other times,
And then other times not so good.
tacky.
A little much.
Do you-
So head to toe in one designer is a
Do you ever
lot.
do that? Have you ever done that?
Head to toe in one designer.
Yeah, I know what James asked hypothetically if you had to, guns ahead, but do you ever just actually like walk out the house and you're like, oh,
Yeah, I do actually, and it's usually Chanel.
Mm.
There you go.
But it's not like
It's
logoed
not all
out.
one season though. It's
Oh,
usually I'm
right.
mixing
Ah.
old with new, and like this is old.
right.
Are you a vintage hunter of like vintage of specific eras of Chanel, specific designers from different houses?
I look every now and then. I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't say I really work at it,
Uh-huh.
but I would love to find some of the older pieces.
Mm.
Like in Paris, if we have time, we try to get to some of the thrift shops and see what's there.
Are there like dealers that reach out to you because they know like what you're into? Like, is that
More jewelry
Okay.
dealers too. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
Like vintage jewelry.
yeah.
they know that Lori's going to swipe? She's coming.
She's still got some rooms on the forearms.
Yes. There's a little real estate
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, maybe up by you
Empty
could,
fingers.
some real estate by the elbow. Lori, if you could only acquire new bags, new shoes, or new jewelry, which one are you picking? Hard questions only.
That's a tough one. I would have to say jewelry.
Really?
Yeah,
Your one true love.
yeah.
That's the
Well, I love them all.
right, but that's
I
the,
do love
that's
them
the tip of the
Yeah.
mountain. top of the peak?
I love jewelry.
Are you a big watch girly?
I am, but I don't really buy them for myself. David, my husband, generally
they're
buys
gifted.
them. Yeah, generally.
What's the rotation? Is it a lot of Rolexes? Is it a mix
lot of
stuff?
Rolexes.
Do you have a chrome Rolex?
I don't.
Oh, the Starks are listening.
If David's listening.
If David is listening.
What's coming up? Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, chrome
We'll
Rolex.
remind him.
Yeah.
Do you guys
nothing says love like a chrome Rolex.
Do you guys share watches?
Not really.
Okay.
They all yell at me because I wear the chrome bracelets and it ruins the watches.
Oh, it scratches them up.
Uh-huh.
It's character.
I'm sorry, but that's what it's for.
That
right?
chrome is invincible.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think they call it like a desk diver where it's like, why do you,
they won't let me wear their watches.
What are the shoes that you wear the most often?
Probably ballerinas
Yeah. Oh, like as a type.
as a type. You mean a brand?
Yeah.
Chanel ballerinas.
No.
No.
Actually, no. The row ballerinas probably.
Ooh.
Or Laya.
Right. Oh, the meshy ones?
The meshy ones or the grommet ones.
What are the grommet ones? I don't know what those are.
They have grommets.
I don't know what a grommet. Wallace and Gromit? The dog?
Not one.
Claymation?
That.
I know.
Claymation.
Yeah.
Wait, when it comes to a product, and I know, I'm asking this because I saw you did this with the New Balance Mew Mew Mules. When you see something and you're like, I love this, how many multiples are you getting?
Personally?
Yeah.
A few.
And like to keep like on ice and then we get a rotation
Usually
going?
it's a different color.
Okay.
Right.
Or it'll have some trim that might be different.
Just a little detail, different color laces.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you have like a very popping Depop? Like when you're tired of something, you're like, you know what? Time to go. Time to find a new home.
Yeah.
Not for me anymore. Or I ended up not wearing this. Like, what do you do with your old stuff?
A lot I give away.
To homies and family?
Yeah.
So Rob is in the Mew Mew ballerinas right now? Your son?
The grommets.
Yeah.
Wallace is in the grommets.
No, not my son.
So it pays to be your friend.
It does.
You get the trickle down drip.
Exactly.
Trickle down
You're a big regifter.
I am.
The term.
Well, hey.
Or bequeather.
We're friends now,
Yeah.
right?
I'll take a Birkin.
You'll take a skirt.
Any chrome bracelets that,
No,
you're no
those
longer-
aren't going.
Okay.
Those stay for life.
Duval, what was the guy's name?
Who?
The jeweler. Duval? Daryl.
Darius.
Darius. Shout out any Darius? Any spirit Darius?
Like, who's Duval?
Can you explain who's Darius?
Darius is a jeweler. This is her,
Based
her jewelry.
her. Darius is a woman.
Daria. That's one of her
Ooh.
pieces. This is hers too.
The Scorpion.
Yeah.
And where's she based?
California.
Okay. And is that so? That's your jeweler, right? And you go in there. Are you kind of like a rapper and you're getting like a custom thing done, or is it?
No.
Okay.
We just buy her collection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. She's in the Rolodex.
She's exactly.
What's a really large purchase you've made that you now kind of regret? Like maybe do you still get as amateurs, Lawrence and I get so hyped on something and you just black out and you throw the plastic down and then you get and you're like, I didn't really want this. Has that ever happened to you?
I don't think that happens to me anymore.
You've gained the knowledge to be a critical shopper for yourself.
I think so.
But in your younger days, you would
Definitely. It's hard not to. You liked. I think I liked a lot more when I was younger.
Broader.
Broader.
Now you're dialed in.
Now, exactly.
Did you have a style phase when you were younger that you look back on now and you're like, ooh, cringe?
Yeah.
Well,
maybe
what are we talking
maybe
about?
wearing triple S sneakers. We were
Oh, I mean, you would
The
not.
big dogs.
Yo, get in line. There's, I think, a lot of people that regretted
we
those
were
fucking
talking about
stompers.
it. We were talking about it yesterday. Can you imagine? Did you ever wear them?
Fuck no.
Oh.
Well, the worst part was that it was also in the era of like skinny Amiri jeans,
Yeah.
and so it's like twig ass leg, cartoonishly gigantic foot.
Try walking up the stairs in those.
No, thank you.
Yeah, they were
I'll pass.
something.
I'll take the escalator.
They were something.
But you probably sold a million pairs.
We did.
So it's like,
We did.
if the downside is that you also got caught up as a fashion victim
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
kept the lights on.
Yeah.
Is
exactly.
Balenciaga still moving units?
Yes, bags are selling nicely.
Oh, the
Bags.
Yeah,
Do you stock that mall?
men's,
Okay.
not in the ladies' side.
Have you ever met Gurham?
Yeah.
What's he? Okay, what is he like? Because he's incredible on social media, but that's a lot of times different than I'm just saying.
Because also they are
Let the woman talk.
doppelgangers.
Yeah, we do. We have a
No.
similar hair. Well, you haven't seen my hairline.
Oh yeah.
I just lost my sunglasses. Imagine I had gold grills into
Yeah. Those are pretty new on him.
the grills.
Yeah.
What is he like?
He's pretty cool. He's a really nice guy.
Can you ask him to come on the show?
Sure.
Thank you.
Lori, have you ever done
I'll text
grills?
him.
Have you ever done dental work?
No,
Is that why not?
I'm old.
Yeah, but it would look kind of. What about like a single frame?
No, I'm going to pass.
Okay.
Thank you.
What about like
I don't like going to the dentist anyway, so that would,
Well, I don't know if your dentist fits your grills. What about like a tooth gem, the Gen Z thing?
Can you stick it on?
It's temporary.
Yeah.
You stick it on. You can take it off when you want. I think it comes off naturally in like a few weeks, few months.
I think longer, but yeah.
But it's like just thinking of new frontiers for jewelry for you. Because we're running.
I'm running out of space, right?
Yeah. What's your process for getting dressed in the morning? Are you like, it's a Chanel day.
No.
It's a Birkin day.
It usually starts, I would say, with the shoes.
Okay.
From the ground up.
From the ground up, yeah.
Foundational.
Or something something will catch my eye in the closet that I haven't worn, and I'll start with that, and it just grows from there.
How many closets do you have?
I have one large closet, and then I have two others, but they're small.
How much space does David get?
David has a nice sized closet. Rob's room that he grew up in has become David's closet.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Get Rob out of the house. I want to buy more gear.
Do you have to have like a crazy storage unit situation?
No.
Really?
No.
Everything fits in the one?
Yeah.
Are you organized or is it like
I'm
a mess?
very organized.
Okay.
Spreadsheet? Like spreadsheets?
No.
But
Do people have spreadsheets for their closet?
I think there are some nerds out there that probably have spreadsheets for sure.
Like collectors.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Archivists, essentially.
Right. Well, that I get.
But your closet is organized by designer or category? How do you?
Category.
Okay.
So it starts with the shoes, maybe a piece that you haven't worn in a while or catches your eye.
Yeah.
And then is it jewels last?
Jewels are last.
Just like because it takes
Just
most
because
time?
they're sitting in the tray.
Right.
And
Do you
they
have
to
like
go on at the end?
Do you have like a jewelry combination that you come back or combinations that you come back to again and again?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Just because it's easy. You don't have to think about it so much, right? So it's just there.
And it's just whatever works with the mood or the fit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
What is today's? Like, do you have a name? Like,
no name.
what's like the mood? How would you describe this moment, this jewelry moment?
Just throwing a fit.
It's just, yeah, exactly.
Were you okay? And obviously, we talked about the Instagram post. Did you have like a prolonged thought about what you were going to wear on the podcast, or were you like, I'm just going to do me?
It wasn't prolonged, but I did have to think about it.
Okay, that's. I feel like that's flattering.
What did you leave? What did you leave? What were the drafts that you left on the cutting room floor?
None. This was it. This is what
so
I
you were
picked.
so the
This
first.
is what I took out of the closet because this is in the other closet.
Okay.
And I just went with it.
It's like I'm going with the big Chanel.
Yeah. Felt right.
Yeah.
Cozy, comfortable,
Very comfy.
good for a yap sesh with
Flow.
Lois.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
love that.
Lori, besides having ample closet space, what's your favorite part about living in Long Island?
Well, I like to be close to work.
Yes.
I'm
4 minutes, I believe. You said.
Exactly. 4 minutes away. That would be about it.
Wait, if
No,
it-
Long Island is beautiful.
The bagels?
Yeah.
No?
Bagels are good.
Okay. Do you spend a lot of time in the city?
Less and less, just
Aw.
because I know, right? Because the traffic is just so.
It's better now.
It's better now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went in last night for dinner to meet friends for dinner. It took us like 45 minutes to get in. That's nothing. It's usually 2 hours
That's insane.
Well, how long did it take to
on
get
a
here?
Thursday night.
We were cruising though.
Well, we were going against traffic and I was a little
Aggressive.
in the Audi. Yeah, in my brother's Audi, just fucking whipping it down the HOV lane.
I'm sure he'd love that.
I had to illegally exit the Hove because I didn't realize exit 36 was right there. What are your favorite restaurants in New York, in the city?
I love Elio's
Mm.
on the Upper East Side.
Classic.
I like Italian food, so I like. No, I'm not going to be able to think of the name. That's damned.
Carbone.
No.
Do you cook yourself at home?
Yeah. Look what happened the other night.
Oh, no.
I should stay out of the kitchen. A
Oh, no.
knife and a burn.
In the same night?
Yeah.
Chrome Heart's knife.
No.
Okay. The Chrome Heart's pizza
Chrome
cutter.
Heart's pan?
I was like, what is going on? So maybe I should stay out of the kitchen.
What's your go-to dish that you like to cook for family?
chicken? I'm a big chicken person.
Just chicken.
Like a roast chicken.
Okay.
Roast chicken, potatoes.
Okay.
Lori, who are your style icons?
Karl Lagerfeld. My mom.
Oh yeah.
My mom was,
What was her style like, if you had to describe it?
she was awesome. She is alive. I don't mean to say was, but she doesn't.
But her
get
style
you-
sucks now.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
She fell off.
Hence the past tense, yeah.
She wore everything, but she wore everything. She was very chic, always beautifully dressed.
Was it
always
like
had
of
a scarf?
Was it like of the time chic
Yeah.
elegance?
Yeah.
Did she ever like deviate and kind of like, was she like eccentric at all?
Not so much. She was very, it was cool, but it was like a trend. She was very, I can't even explain what she was like, how she dressed, but she was always dressed to the nines, completely.
Put together.
Put together.
What does she think of your style? Is she almost like less rings?
No,
darling?
she doesn't. Unfortunately, she doesn't know that anymore. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Did she, did you kind of glean your personal style from, did it start with her? Like your personal style journey?
I think maybe it did. I used to watch. Yeah, it did. All I ever wanted to do was join the business. Like I grew up wanting to do this. So she was a big part in me joining. You know,
So your mom,
watching her.
right.
Yeah.
Your mom, Karl Lagerfeld. That's it.
No, Carolyn Kennedy.
Okay. Classic.
Yeah. Yeah.
RFK Jr.
No, not so
Not
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad tan.
Yeah.
When it comes to your husband, David, and his style,
Yeah.
how much input do you have on what he wears?
None.
Oh, yeah.
None.
Really?
No, he has his own style.
We used to have this theory,
Yeah.
and maybe and we've kind of moved a bit away from it. It was this whole idea of, as two men who love clothes, as clothes horse, it was that if your girl
Mhm.
hates your fit, that's when you know it's good. What do you think about that? Like, if you tell David, you're like, I don't like this, do you think in his mind he's like, oh yeah, I'm doing it? Or do you think
You
he's
mean
like,
just to be difficult or to
no,
just
not to be difficult, just in terms of like, I don't know, what are we talking about? Men dressing for other men?
Men dress for men.
Yeah, men dressing for
Do
the
they?
boys.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't
It's
know.
not like, yo, the girls are gonna love this
Right.
outfit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the guys are gonna love my fit.
I get
know?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
But he is definitely his own person. He doesn't, if I say no, it doesn't matter.
Did his style evolve
Yes.
in your time together?
Yes.
Did he used to dress like shit?
He was a banker. So
Oh,
yeah.
so yes.
he used to be in these, fitted like tight suits, uptight suits. Mhm.
But now what? He's in the vintage Armani, the oversized boxy.
Now he's into his denim period.
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yeah.
What is his favorite denim brand? Is it R13?
No.
What jeans does he like?
You'd have to ask him.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I
that's
don't,
fair.
unfortunately.
If he is,
but he collects, but he knows from everything.
Mm.
if
Yeah.
he is a watch, when he's gifting you, it's watches. When you're gifting him, what are we doing?
That's hard.
Really?
Very difficult to buy for him.
Because what do you get the man that has it all? Like
Yeah.
You
One
can't
of
get him
those.
more jeans.
Not more jeans, more bracelets.
What do you get him for the holidays?
He got a watch, but he picked it. You know.
Oh, really? So you're
Well,
like,
yeah.
That's how
Kinda
I,
like-
I
that's-
operate with my wife the same way.
Yeah,
Where
I
it's
do
like,
too.
I'd like, and there's this idea of obviously the thought is what counts. But for me personally, it's almost like, yeah, it's like, I want this thing.
Yeah. So you're going to
Give me
get
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you get it and say thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's usually what happens.
Exactly.
and then
yeah.
you can borrow it and fuck it up with your
Yeah. Yeah.
Is not being on social media? Is that his choice? He's like, I don't want to. Like, you
That's
got
his
this, honey.
choice.
Like, you got this.
That is his
Does
choice.
he get it that you're so popping and that you're so like devoted to it?
Yeah.
Okay,
He
cool.
totally gets it.
He's like, it's good for the bottom line. It's
We try to
fucking-
get him involved every now and then.
Oh, yeah?
Jasmine will try to get him into something. He's like, nope, I'm not doing it. No.
Was he
has
stoked about the TikTok ban?
He was, I think.
He's like, finally, Lori will be off her damn phone.
Yeah.
He's like, Lori, please.
No.
No.
He's
'Cause it's
done a
work?
lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you read the comments on social media, or are you just like
Sometimes.
post? No, don't do that. I mean, I'm sure they're
Don't read
overwhelmingly
them?
positive. For us, they're overwhelmingly negative.
Are they?
No, but
Not-
people
not-
do hate us if that's
Yeah.
what you're asking. Yeah. Some people do. Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea,
Yeah.
Lori. I really don't.
You tell us. Why don't you tell them to stop being so mean to us?
Do you read the comments?
I try not to.
Yeah, we've learned.
I've removed myself from like various corners of the internet
Yeah.
that are devoted to just talking about how terribly I dress and how terrible of a person I am.
It can be so mean.
Yeah,
Really mean.
trolls,
Yeah.
scary.
It is.
That maybe
I don't have this
maybe-
problem.
Maybe that's
I'm
like
beloved. My approval rating is like 100%.
Lawrence loves the hate. Maybe that's why David stays off social media.
He's smart.
He runs Hirshleifer's Men's.
Uh-huh.
How do you evaluate his job performance?
Well, he does a lot more than that, but he does pretty good.
Okay, all right. Are you his boss?
Not really, no.
Your
No.
sister that is right.
No, we actually call him the fourth leg of the table.
Oh, nice.
He's fine. He's earned his spot on Mount Rushmore.
I'll say. And more.
Good for him.
Yeah, he does a great job.
When did you know he was the one?
Well, we're married 38 years.
Congratulations.
And we're together 42 years. So
You're still not sure.
Like, I don't We're still figuring, we're feeling it out.
But was it like on that first date at Lazink
No, it was
Syracuse,
not.
or was it? Okay.
It was not on the first.
Like, who's this guy, this tight ass shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, a banker.
Yeah, he took me to the French restaurant in Syracuse.
And he used to be a club guy. So the second,
Oh shit!
was that the first night? Maybe the first night after Lazink, he took me to Area. I don't know if you
Yeah, we're familiar.
Yeah. So that was like,
How'd that go?
it was interesting.
Okay. That's some new experiences.
Yeah.
Just trying to show you his world in the
Yeah.
club.
Yeah. And I used to be a Ranger fan. So then the second date, he took me to a Ranger game.
You used to be a Ranger fan. You're not a Ranger fan anymore.
No.
Wow. They're actually having a bad year, but
They're
go Blue Shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is a Pro Rangers podcast.
Okay.
So watch what you say.
Was Henrik Lundqvist as a suitsman and a fashion guy? Was he a customer here?
No.
Sean Avery.
No.
He must have been.
I don't know.
Again, these are sports players that Lori might not even know if they walk through the door.
Yeah.
Right.
Just another. All customers are treated equally
Yeah.
here at Hirshleifer.
Of course
Just
they
another
are.
jacked 6'3" guy.
Yeah.
Lori, if your house was on fire and you could only save a single piece of clothing or a single accessory, what are you grabbing?
My Virgil bag.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the one.
That's the one.
What was your relationship like with Virgil? Because we know that you, Hirshleifer, is early supporter,
Yeah.
and we know that Virgil was a huge fan. What was? Can you tell us? Give us some insight into that relationship.
He was just a really special human being, and so talented. So we just, I don't know, we just clicked. We saw his first collection at Off-White. He showed us the collection with Julia, and it was in this tiny room. There were like 20 pieces.
Mhm.
And just from there, just continued to grow. Then he was nice. He wanted to come visit us. We came out to our house in East Hampton. We had lunch. Yeah, he had lunch with us. Yeah.
Is that hard, like doing business with someone that you like become like, have you then developed this like real personal relationship? It's one thing to be like, right, we've had this brand for a long time. It's a two-way street. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. But when you become so close to somebody, does that make the business element harder?
No, because he didn't really, it seemed he was separated from that. He wasn't really involved in the day-to-day business.
Okay.
Didn't feel like business.
Yeah, it didn't. And we did a special, I don't know if you guys know, we had the bedroom, when he did the bedroom collection.
Okay.
We had a pop-up of the bedroom. So that was really cool. He came and he signed people's sneakers and he
that's
hung out
awesome.
for a while. Yeah.
There was a line that day, I'm sure.
Yeah, there was definitely a line that day. Yeah.
More Off-White sales than Chanel that day.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a cherished or prized possession that maybe didn't cost a lot of money? That's just like besides maybe this Virgil bag, which maybe costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
That
It's a
has like,
Birkin.
the sentimental value is
Yeah.
like beyond any dollar signs.
Maybe some of the art we've collected
Yeah.
over the years that we, didn't pay a lot of money for, but worth a lot now.
Is that a passion of yours and David's, collecting art?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that for home or is that for the store? Or
For
is it-
home.
Okay.
For home.
I think there's a Cause Snoopy. Is that right? Or Snoopy series?
Yes, there were. There
Right?
was, yes.
I did.
You're like, I
research.
forgot.
I read the cover tour article. Right next to the Chanel surfboard.
Yeah.
You ever
Yeah.
surf on that Chanel surfboard in
Definitely
Montauk?
not.
Okay.
No.
Okay. This is a question that I would love to get your opinion on. Living a life of luxury and like what luxury is, does that necessitate a lot of money? Like, are luxury and wealth, monetary wealth, equal? Like, is that the same thing? Or can one live luxuriously, dress luxuriously without necessarily spending or having a lot of money?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be expensive to be luxurious, does it? I mean, it could be something that's lower priced or luxury to you, to the person wearing it, not necessarily be expensive.
Right.
What does luxury mean to Lori Hirshleifer?
Luxury is something that what does luxury mean
Is it
to
like
Lori?
the ability to work with family and be successful? Is it, the freedom of being your own boss? Like, I don't know.
I guess all the above. I mean, I feel very lucky where I am currently in life.
Mhm.
And, it hasn't always been like this. But I guess that is a luxury,
Is that a
Family.
Yeah.
Do you think that's
Yeah.
maybe a misconception that people have about like what is now this Hirshleifer's empire that you and your sisters built, but they like maybe like, oh, she came from,
Right.
an easy situation, or
Right.
is that something that you hear at all? I know you don't read the comments, but is that like, do you ever feel that?
I mean,
You take your hard work for granted, maybe?
I think people do. I think people know, though, through the generations that we all work hard and we weren't handed
Right.
everything on a silver platter. Although many people do think that, I'm sure.
Does that bother you? Or are
No.
you like, fuck
No.
them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
I like
broad
that. We're
still
shoulders.
here.
I lift weights.
Yeah, right.
Still here.
Yeah.
I'll fight you.
From the perch that you have over the whole industry and from being on the floor, seeing what people are wearing, seeing what's selling, what's not selling, what are some trends in fashion that you think need to stop? Let's write the course right here.
Wow. Trends in fashion. Well, sometimes it's just not everything needs everything on it. Like painted and bedazzled. And, it's nice to, that's why extreme cashmere is so lovely.
Just
It's
simple.
just simple
Right.
and pared down. Phoebe is
Mhm.
beautifully, it's elegant, it's chic, it doesn't have too much going on. It's just sometimes it's nice to not have so much.
Are you going to be in receiving on the day that Phoebe Philo
You know
touches
it.
down?
You know it. We get it every morning. We get a delivery email.
Oh, really?
What's come in the door. And I'm like,
So you check tracking like everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you ever like sabotage, like you tell your sisters like, oh, the Phoebe's coming tomorrow just so you can get first dibs?
I would have to do that with Marcy. She'd be right on that.
Is there a healthy competition between the sisters and then your niece in terms of like do you guys wear the same stuff, or if it's like someone gets it, it's like, okay, she got the Miu Miu New Balance, I can't wear them. Like, is there
No. We're all fine with each other getting whatever.
who has the best style out of all of you?
You're looking at her.
Right? That was a
No.
stupid question, or are you like,
No.
you don't want to answer?
I'm going to pass on that one.
That's fair.
Marcy's swag is pretty sick
Yeah.
though.
I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you would be, if we asked Marcy the style icons question, are you number one? You think?
I don't know.
We got to ask her.
Yeah,
We'll get to the bottom of it.
She's here. You can ask her.
We will.
we will. Are you becoming a Phoebe Philo collector?
I am not yet, but I'd like to be.
What about her time at Celine?
I have quite a few of her old Celine.
Do you have the Kanye blouse on? The blouse shirt?
Which one?
The one they wore at Coachella?
Yeah, the women's blouse that Kanye wore
Yeah.
at Coachella.
It's like
a
white,
famous-
but has kind of like a green and orange and
I
blue
have that
paneling.
one.
Okay. That's a classic.
I love that.
If you're
But-
ever trying to give it away, you got my email.
Yeah.
I didn't have that from when we had the collection because I
Oh.
was that stupid to let it sell. So I had to buy it.
Hmm.
I had to find it and buy it.
What's the opposite of buyer's remorse, where it's like you let something go and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Regret?
Yeah.
Buyer-
Seller's regret?
Seller's regret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opposite of buyer's
Seller's
Yeah.
remorse. Do you have a
Yeah.
lot of that where you're like, fuck, I should have.
I have
Take
a
that
bunch
shit off myself.
yeah, I do. I do.
That's why you just got to take, it's like Pokemon, you got to catch them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't sell anything.
That's true.
True. How much more profit would the company make if you weren't hitting receiving every day?
And Marcy and Shelley and
Yeah.
Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever's in accounting is like, fuck.
All at
Receiving again.
wholesale.
Yeah. So, okay, let's pare it down. Not everything has to be so over the top, or maybe like if you're going to put a fit together, one over the top thing. Not everything over the
Exactly.
top.
Exactly.
Logos. What are your thoughts on logos?
I'm okay with logos.
What about like logo mania?
Some logomania I think is cool.
Okay.
Some,
Not all.
not all.
It's not all created equal.
No, definitely not.
When you wear something like, okay, we're talking about you're excited for the Phoebe stuff. Are you when you wear that, are you like, I'm going to wear it kind of like how, not Phoebe intended, but how it's presented, or like, I'm going to put it with all my maximalist style?
I'm probably going to break it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
like
tend
that.
to do that.
Yeah.
When you see something, someone wants a question, like when you see a collection or you're making a buy, or you're like, it's not necessarily how the brand is presenting it in their marketing or presentation, but I can already, my brain is working. I'm going to take it and work it into Lori's swag.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what we do with when we merchandise the whole store, because we're buying shoes, we're buying ready to wear. So you're trying to work everything, like merchandise it as one closet, you
Right.
know,
Right.
basically. So every collection should have things to go with it.
Did that take a few years to hone your brain
Yeah.
and your thinking?
Yeah.
When did it click for you?
It's still clicking.
It's a process that's never ending.
It is. It's hard. I mean, we buy a lot. We probably have 100 collections in the store.
Damn.
So to merchandise that as one, so someone can really fill their closet is not easy.
Right.
Is that a pitfall of a lot of retail where they just like are mirroring what the brand is giving them, and it's just like
It might
where
work
they
for
slack
them.
on merchandising?
Yeah, no, it might work for them, but
Okay.
but you know, when you're as large in space as we are,
Right.
you need it to work together.
Right.
Is that almost the downside that there's so much stuff here? Like if there was like there's so much, is that ever you're like would you ever? Because I have to imagine that like you're only growing like the brand list, right? Has there ever been a point where you're like, well, maybe we should like pare back?
Yeah. We don't look at it as a whole and say we have to pare back because there's too many collections, but
Right.
just if it's not performing after a period, it's more like that. An edit.
When you drop a brand,
Mhm.
how hard is that to do as clearly a wonderful, beautiful person?
It's not easy.
That's Shelly's job.
No, that's not Shelley's job. That's my job. It's not easy.
It's a hard conversation.
It's a hard conversation. It is.
And when you just be honest, you're like,
Yeah, you have to be honest. It is.
It's
Not
not working
everything's
right
for
now.
everybody,
yeah.
you know?
It's like breaking up with someone. Literally.
Yeah. Right.
We hear that we have heard from the brand side that a lot of brands will take input from merchandisers and retailers. They're like, hey, here's what we are seeing working for us. Maybe like, do you have any of that in this collection or upcoming collections? Do you give that input to labels?
We'd love to if they ask for it.
Okay,
Yes.
but they don't.
Not often.
Because they're hubris.
What-
Ego.
Well, there's also the idea too, to James' point of like exclusive product that's made for specific retailers.
Yeah.
Is that a big part of what you guys do?
No.
not
No.
exclusives. Okay.
No, I wish
Do you
Oh,
that
want
was
an
an
exclusive
option.
Throwing Fits shirt?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Say less.
Little shop and shop?
We're getting on the
Yeah.
brand.
Event?
We do in-store events and we put asses in seats. We bring people out. Just saying.
Do you really?
There might,
Yes.
there
I'm
might-
not, this is not a joke.
there might have to be a bar though.
We might need a Moet
kind-
vending machine.
What
Yeah.
kind of in-store events do you do?
We do hosting. We do live podcasts. We do meet and greets. We
You
do it all.
do?
I swear to God. You're incredulous right now. You can't believe this. I'm not even joking.
We'll send you our media kit.
All right, I think I need to see
It's
it.
just a bunch of Instagram links.
But we do. We have before.
Wow. Good to know.
In Manhattan and Brooklyn.
Lawrence, you just experienced the breakup of wow, cool.
Yeah. Send it to Shelly.
What are some trends in fashion, clothing, or otherwise you would love to see more of?
Trends in fashion. That's a hard question for me.
Because you know it when you see it versus
Yeah,
like,
kind of. I don't really, this is going to sound stupid, but I don't really look at it as a trend.
Just generally speaking, you're not like trend.
No,
Okay.
I
So,
don't.
like, ballerina core, croquette core. You're not like
No.
the mob wife aesthetic.
No, I mean, yeah, really, no. I mean, yes, ballerina is that. But other than that, no.
All right.
Trends, huh?
Do you think in the women's wear y'all are moving like towards
Y'all.
simplification?
Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said y'all. I don't know why I said y'all.
Okay.
Y'all women.
Y'all females.
Yeah. Women shop like simplification, please. So you're not like a stickler for trends. You're just
I'm
kinda
not.
like
I'm not. In fact, at
You're
the end of
going
the
with the gut.
season, at the end of the season when they write that whole trend list, I'm like, oh, really? That's a trend? I am.
Yeah.
You're like, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just moving everything. I'm moving
Yeah.
units. Yeah. Macroeconomics.
yeah. Lori, how much money do you make?
That's
We asked
funny.
everybody, but
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't. It wasn't,
What? Okay, besides clothes,
Not enough.
not enough.
Oh, we want more.
Yeah.
Never
Always.
satisfied.
No.
Okay.
Why are we here?
Mm.
That's a good point.
Right.
Besides, well, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Besides clothes, what do you like to spend your hard-earned money on? Why are we here?
Art,
Mm.
wine,
Oh,
love.
Wine girly. What are we sipping on? What are we sipping on this weekend?
Lewis, Chardonnay.
Ooh.
Chardonnay. Is
Is that-
Chardonnay having a comeback? I
is
feel
that-
like I've heard that.
Is Louis Chardonnay
I don't know. I only
from,
drink Chardonnay.
Is Louis Chardonnay from Long Island?
No, it's from California.
Okay, you're not sipping on Duck Vineyards
I am not.
or Wolf Estate. Is that the
Wolfer.
Wolfer?
Wolfer, that's right near my house.
Hampton's Water, baby.
Hampton's water I like.
Oh, really?
Have you had it?
No.
It's good.
It's really good.
My mom buys it.
It's
Uh,
his mom buys it.
You should check out you ever hear of Kendall Jackson?
Yeah.
Do you ever splash out crazy on wine? Like, do you buy like rare bottles?
No.
Okay.
Is
Not
there
rare.
rare Chardonnay?
I don't know. There must be, right?
It's like it feels like a democratic people's wine.
You only drink
Oh.
Chardonnay? That's your one grape.
No, I'll drink red.
Okay.
David doesn't drink red.
Mm.
So if we're opening a bottle, it's going to be a Chardonnay.
Billy
He
Joel.
wants the Chardonnay.
We're
He loves the Chardonnay.
we're in the Billy Joel Homeland. Bottle of red, bottle of white.
Well, there you go. Bottle of vodka.
Yeah. And,
And-
he driving.
And a car.
And the car keys.
Has Billy Joel ever been to Hirschleifer's?
He has.
Okay. What did he
What'd he
buy?
buy?
Can you say?
He
Or is
was
that-
with when he was married to Katie Lee.
Okay.
No, it was before they were married. I think it was when they were engaged.
Oh, he was like taking her
Long time
shopping.
ago. Yeah.
So is he the? So that's funny, right?
Is he the reason why there's no longer a bar here?
No.
We had to move the Moab betting machine out. When he was here, was he kind of like the husband, the stereotype of the husband shopper where he's just like falling around, he's sitting down, he's bored?
It was.
or-
We used to have a round table upstairs. They were in the evening department, which no longer exists.
Okay.
And he actually was sitting at the round table, and a client's mother sat down next to him. They shared a bagel.
They shared a bagel.
They shared a bagel. She had a bagel in a brown bag and hanging out. And yeah, it was so lovely. He was like made best friends with
So
her.
Billy Joel was in the cuck chair. As a retail empire owner, are you familiar with the concept of the cuck chair?
No,
It's where husbands go and sit while their partners
okay.
shop.
I got it.
Do you
No.
have like good
No.
cuck chairs around the?
We have a Chrome Hearts one that's perfect.
Oh, is it a beanbag?
It's so soft. It's wonderful. It's not a beanbag.
I'm gonna go sit my ass on that.
You
lizard.
are.
So
It's all quilted.
So it's the cuck husband daycare
Yeah.
for Hirschleifer.
But it's not sterling silver. It's not like cold and hard. It's like,
No.
okay, all right.
Mm-mm.
Because chrome furniture is a big part of their business. Right?
It is.
Yeah. I'm trying to I remember seeing a house on like Arts Digest where they had like a Chrome Hearts big door.
Oh,
It was
nice.
sick. Anyway. Okay, so wine, art, anything else?
Mm,
Travel?
yeah. But travel.
What's on
Look-
your travel destination bucket list?
On my bucket list, I would like to go to Africa, but my husband does not want to go.
I'm going on Tuesday. I'm going to Uganda. You want to come?
You are?
Yeah.
Nice.
See the
Rwanda,
girls.
then Uganda.
Nice.
Pull up.
For how long?
A week. Yeah. No, I'm not going to bring any of my Chanel.
You're not.
No.
What about your jewelry?
I'll probably leave that at home. I'm going to be wearing these boots. I'm bringing them right
Nice.
now. Yeah.
They comfortable?
Next time I see you, these will be covered in mud and gorilla shit.
That sounds so cool.
Okay, so like safari?
I would love to go on safari.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sick.
Africa.
I'd like to go back to Tokyo.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you.
Loved it.
When's the last time you went?
Rob and I went 5 years ago or 6 years ago.
Okay.
Right before
Cherry
COVID?
blossom season.
Did you do a lot of shopping there?
Oh my God, we had to buy a suitcase.
Do you? Okay.
I mean, that's how you know the trip was fucking successful.
We had to buy a
I always
giant
say,
remote to get
I
home.
always say go
Well, you
there.
didn't need to buy a remote. You could have bought a cheaper suitcase, but
Yeah.
okay.
I always say go there with a half an empty suitcase and like put
Yeah.
a suitcase in the suitcase.
Yeah.
When you to a
Loved
place
it.
like Tokyo, did the retail experience
Mhm.
like? Did you bring back? You're like, guys, we gotta fucking
Yeah.
try to aspire to be on that level.
Yeah.
But you can't be on that level here.
Where were you? Where'd you shop in Tokyo?
Everywhere. I don't think we missed a store.
Dover Street.
Hmm.
The Prada store is crazy, right? Or is it the Chanel
Yes.
store? Both.
The Prada store is crazy.
The Hermes store, that like the frosted glass.
It made everything.
Hmm.
Everything.
So you
I
come back from
loved it.
Tokyo and you're like, take the Moet vending machine and replace it with a panties vending machine.
Any good food?
The food was okay. We
Oh.
got a little ill. So
Oh.
yeah. Mhm.
That's a shame. So
Yeah.
we want to go back to Tokyo. We want to go to Africa on
Yeah.
safari. Anything else?
I mean, we were just in Australia because Robin and Erica got married there.
Oh, congrats, Sarah.
Thank you.
It's betrothed.
Yes,
Oh, it really is a family affair.
it really
Yeah, I didn't know
is.
Yeah.
They met here
Oh,
because she works here.
who's running HR?
The sister.
The middle sister.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
slacking.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the Hirschleifer's policy on inter-business relationships? I guess it's
We
pretty
don't
lax,
have
huh?
one.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to?
No.
Oh,
Hey, man.
Love is love,
Yeah.
Lori. Right?
Yeah. Thanks, woke. Yeah, love is love. How's
House.
Australia?
It was so cool.
Sydney, Melbourne. Where were you? Brisbane.
Near Brisbane, like an hour and a half from Brisbane. It's called the Gold Coast.
Oh, beautiful.
Heard of it.
Beautiful.
Avocado toast and
Beautiful.
shirtless, sick cunts and surfing,
beautiful.
koala bears with syphilis and
Yeah.
all that.
All that.
All the good stuff.
I held a koala bear.
Is it hard? Really?
Yeah.
Was that gross?
No.
Aren't they assholes? Isn't the whole thing to really mean?
They say they're mean, but he was lovely.
He was like, I like her swag. I'm with it.
He was in a sanctuary, so he was,
He's docile.
yeah,
When you
drugged.
yeah drugged up. When you travel, is it hard for you to travel with packing? Where you're like, I need to really limit my.
We only go carry on.
No way.
What? That's a policy?
My husband will not let me check luggage since forever. So
How do you edit?
You edit. You edit and you become a really good packer.
Do you plan fits out ahead of time, or you're like, I'm gonna throw in my most versatile shit?
I don't plan the outfit, but I make sure everything works together.
Right.
A vibe.
Yeah.
Or
And if you're
carrying
going
out a vibe.
if you're going somewhere they do laundry, I mean, you can get
That's true.
your underwear cleaned.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fair.
How long were you traveling this trip?
Like
What's the
8 days, 10 days.
oh
In a carry-on?
Well, we shipped all the wedding stuff.
Okay.
okay.
I mean, that we did.
Yes.
Damn. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
honestly the most surprising thing about you, Lori. We learned a lot about you. Say that's the craziest thing.
What did you wear to your son's wedding?
I wore a Kate dress.
Okay. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Were the rings chrome?
Oh.
No.
That was Does chrome do wedding rings?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
They do I'm not wearing it. They do a band that they call the TFL band for True Fucking Love.
What a chrome move.
Totally crumb. And,
I fucking love it.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
For fucking ever.
Yeah.
Well, Lori, we want to thank you for coming onto the only podcast that matters and hosting us out here in your beautiful store.
Mhm.
Before we get out of your hair and you get back to working the floor and making sure people are on their P's and Q's, do you have any constructive criticism you would like to give us?
No, I think you guys are awesome.
No.
We would
No,
give us,
honestly.
be brutally honest. Come on.
Honestly. Just don't wear that jewelry again.
Did this go better than you thought it would when you were like a little nervous?
I was very nervous and you
mean, it
made
didn't
it
come off that
really
way.
easy.
Could you edit my stack real quick? Like, what would you keep? What would you get rid of?
This is why you pay for the video, folks.
Okay, so so
No, I got to straighten it out
Okay.
first.
Oh, wow, we gotta
I
get
told you
going.
about the OCD stuff
Oh, right,
going
yeah.
on here.
All right, but this is going to be a clip for sure. James's jewelry edit, courtesy of Lori
we got the
Hirshleifer.
bangles, we got rings, and we got bracelets, and yeah.
Oh,
here's
I
another.
like the color.
Yeah,
I do. I like the color a lot.
this is from I think it's called Secondhand Silver.
Love.
I have a 10% discount code I can give you.
What a guy.
I
Affiliate
think it's like $40 to $60 each.
They're very nice. I don't think I'd get rid of
you.
anything. I like the color combination a lot.
Would you wear any of this yourself?
Yeah, I would throw in a turquoise. I love turquoise.
What do you
I'm
think
a big
about
fan.
this guy? Because this actually is a collaboration we did with a little brand called Maiden Name that unfortunately is no longer with us.
Oh, yeah, it's cool.
Oh, all right.
What's that? Is that tiger eye? What is that? What's that?
I don't know. Not
this?
Tiger Eye.
No, it's
No.
like an amber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what are we keeping? What are we losing? Now that we're
Well,
be brutally honest.
okay.
Well,
Constructive criticism time.
Okay. Well, it looks better already.
Oh wow! Honestly,
Look, so now
this
you
is
can
merchandising. We're
now
watching
you can
merchandising
keep it
happen in
all.
person.
in
There
real
you go.
time.
So you're keeping it all.
I'm keeping it all.
You didn't like it when it was in a pile.
No. See,
Just-
look, now you could actually make a sale if you wanted to. Right? There you go.
What are you offering here?
I'm not offering anything, but
All you're missing is a trench coat, dude.
I'll offer I'll anything you want for the employee discount.
Yeah.
it looks great.
Thank you. Well, Lori,
Yeah.
we want to thank you for coming on to the only podcast.
Thank you, Lori.
Where can the kids follow you? What would you like to plug?
On Instagram at Lori Hirshleifer.
And what would you like to plug? Is there like a store?
Hirshleifers.
Yeah, there's a store that they should come to.
Yeah, 2080 Northern Boulevard,
Boom.
Manhasset. Come visit.
Ask Lori for a selfie. She's like, used to it now. I think,
Yeah, I'm
right?
getting better at it.
Get
Yeah.
a flick, spend the whole day, bring
Yeah.
your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat some kids.
Go to
treats.
Young's Farm.
Yeah.
What should we order at Young's Farm for lunch?
Well, you can't really order. There's pre-made sandwiches.
Perfect.
There you
Easy.
go. Yeah.
Taking the guesswork
Grab
out
and
of it.
go.
Yeah.
While I'm zipping back to the city in the alley.
In and out.
Shout out Ian. All right, Lori, thank you for coming on
Thank
to the
you
only podcast
so
that
much,
matters.
Lori. This is wonderful. You're the
Thank
best.
you.
Chef, take us out.